This right here is the P6 tattoo machine from a company called Easy Tattoo Supply. We are going to be diving into an in-depth review and unboxing this tattoo machine, so by the end of this video, you will know what to expect from the P6. Should you have any questions at all, I encourage you to drop a comment down below. I'll do my best to assist in the best possible direction. With that being said, let's get right on into this. I want to thank Easy Tattoo Supply for sending me out this machine to bring you all an in-depth, honest unboxing and review. I truly appreciate it. We may be even doing a giveaway for this machine right here, so be sure to stick around, hit that like button, and subscribe to my channel for more content like this and tattoo giveaways. I'm going to use a V-Select Gold Series cartridge to open this. I've also done an in-depth review on these Easy Tattoo Supply needles. These are going to be the Gold Series. Be sure to check that out. I'll go ahead and leave it pinned up here so that way you can check out these gold needles if you are interested. And yes, they are actually gold, which is pretty cool. So check that video out. Now we're going to be unboxing the P6 here to take a closer look at it. We're going to test out the performance, run it through some tests. By the end of this video, you will know what to expect in terms of how this machine performs, what we like, what we don't. At first impressions, the packaging is really straightforward. As you can see, it's a P6 wireless pin machine. This is going to be the top. This is going to be the back of the packaging right here. Very nice, simple, straightforward packaging. I'm going to go ahead and open the box here. So when we open the box, what we are greeted with is a user manual of the P6 user guide, as you can see. We'll go ahead and go through some details here throughout the video. So there's a user manual, and if I'm correct, the box isn't showing the color that it came with because the color that's here is going to be a full black color. I'm actually kind of happy that I got this color right here, as I'm a big fan of this color versus the one that was on the box. So no harm, no foul there. I'm a big fan of this color right here. Now, at first impressions, this machine does have a little bit more weight, but it's not unbalanced at all. The majority of the weight is around right here and the grip down. So when we hold this, it feels really, really balanced, but there is a bit more weight. And I'm not mad at that. I like that a lot. It makes it feel more stable. Let me go ahead and turn it on. Let's see if we can get this thing going. Whoa, you can see the graphics there, which is pretty cool. I'm not sure if you can hear that, but the machine is very, very quiet. It has a timer as well, up and down button for the voltage ranges. Let's see the lowest and highest voltage range here. Oh wow, so we get a machine that drops all the way down to 2 volts. That's really, really rare. I don't think I had a machine or have a machine that drops down that low in voltage. So that's pretty cool and greatly appreciated. So we are at 2 volts. Let's see where we max out at. 12 volts. So we get 2 to 12 volt range, which is fantastic. I want to show you the graphics one more time here. How cool is that? That's super cool. Even running at the max voltage range, there's still minimal sound, minimal vibration as well. I'm going to take this down to around 7 volts for now. And if we take a look, we're going to notice that it is multi-stroke. So we start off at a 2.0, 2.4, 2.8, 3.3, and a 3.7, all the way up to 4.2. So depending on what we are wanting, that would determine where we set the setting to. For me, most of the time, I'll probably be on 4.2 to 3.7. If I'm going for a really smooth, realistic, then I'm going to go ahead and go to 2.8, 2.4, or 2, something a lot softer, but you get the idea. So at first impressions, this thing seems like a well-rounded, good quality machine. It seems like it's built like a tank. It has a nice weight to it. This is where we charge it. It is cartridge acceptable. So for example, if I get one of the Easy Tattoo Supply V-Select Gold Series needles, plug it right in. As you can see, there we go. And then I could adjust my needle depth. It is a click grip, as you can hear. Click grips are always great. Make sure that we lock in the depth and it does not move while we are tattooing. But at first impressions, running at 7 volts, the weight I'm already getting accustomed to. So the weight's not bad at all. I'm actually a fan of it. It feels nice and balanced, like meaning the weight sits right here in my hand, so it doesn't feel like it's gonna go back or this way. I don't have to try. It's nice and balanced. So from here, I can go ahead and kind of just get a good idea as to what's to expect or what's to be expected from this machine. I am going to go ahead and fire this up. We're going to wrap this up, and then we're going to be testing this on fake skin as well, along with these gold needles to kind of get a good idea as to what we can expect. But at first impressions from the Easy Tattoo Supply P6 tattoo machine, this is a fantastic tattoo machine. And granted, I'm going based off first impressions, build, design, all of that. I haven't tried it yet, so I haven't commented on the performance. I am commenting on the build and my first impressions of that. that. Let's take a look at what else comes within the packaging here so that way we can kind of know what to expect. So the machine was right there. Here is a foam insert. It does look as though there's something down here, and what's at the bottom is a simple charging cable to go ahead and charge the machine. Very, very grateful for that. That can always be used. Just to confirm, there's nothing else here as we can see. That is everything right there that came in the package. I want to go through the manual real quick just to kind of give us a better rundown. So the grip is going to be 38 millimeters. As you can see, it is stroke adjustable. This is the power pack battery as well as charging up top, as you can see right there. So all of that is pretty straightforward. We have voltage up, down, and a power button. And then over here, as you can see, it is a easy coreless motor. It's aircraft aluminum. We have a stroke from 2.0 to 4.2 as we went over. We have 10 volts, which is 9,000 RPMs. Operating frequency is 2 to 12 volts. Switch frequency is going to be 10 to 170 hertz, which is pretty great. And that's going to be it for the English version. Then it goes off into different languages, and that's the user manual right there for those who are actually interested in what this consists of. I'm going to wrap this machine just like I would any other machine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by getting a medical film here, so that way I can wrap it around. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to place a medical film around this area right here. I'm actually going to select my stroke to 4.2 so that way I don't have to move it. I feel confident using a 4.2 stroke throughout the entire tattoo, even if I am shading. So I'm going to go ahead and select that. That's going to be up to you, to each their own. I don't really feel like there's a right or a wrong. Select what you are comfortable with. So I'm going to go ahead and put the medical film around like so. I'm going to wrap it all the way through, just like that. And that is it. It's really that simple. I can close this up top right here. And I still have access to all of this. I still have access to my needle depth. I don't need to move the stroke, so that's okay. And then from here, I'm going to get another piece of barrier medical film here. And what we can do is we can actually kind of curve this way like so, or fold this in rather. And then I'm going to wrap this around. So from here, I'm going to go like this. And then just wrap it around like so. Very simple, very straightforward. Not too difficult at all. And this part right here kind of bothers me. So we have a couple of choices. We can fold it out this way, like so, which is probably the most effective, or we can just get scissors and cut that off. To each their own. I'm going to go ahead and just fold this back because I'm going to use this wrap right here to kind of lock everything in place and provide me with more comfort and stability, so that way my hand's not sliding all over the place when I am tattooing. So you can see that's how I'm going to go about wrapping this here. And then I'm just going to bring this around like so, just like that. Cut that off. And then repeat one more time with this area right here. Again, just for a little bit more comfort. I'm still gonna have access to my buttons right there. I don't need to move the stroke. And if I were to need to move the stroke, I would just simply have got the barrier film and put it above the area where the stroke was at, so that way the stroke remained open. However, that is how I would go about wrapping this machine. As you can see, nothing is stopping it from performing. All I have to do is turn it right on, and there we go. Now we have a low-risk tattoo machine right here, ready to rock. I'm gonna go ahead and pull some lines. I'm gonna give you all real-time feedback on how the needles and the machine perform here. So right now, I'm gonna go ahead and start from here to here. This is a sheet of real skin, fake skin, spirit stencil paper. I'm gonna be using dynamic black tattooing ink to apply this. Simple Amazon Basics petroleum jelly to keep my fake skin clean. Scotch Shop wipes, Phantom Tattoo gloves. I will be leaving my affiliate links and Amazon affiliate links for you in the description below to the gear featured in this video, so that way you can check it out on your end. I'm running at 6.5 volts. If I need to change that, I will go ahead and do so. But as of now, I'm going to stick to 6.5 volts, as that seems like a pretty decent voltage to start with. And this is the first line that I ever create with the gold needle series here. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and dab away. And there we go. I'm going to go back for some more ink, and I'm going to pull another line on this side. And at first impressions, they do actually perform. There's nothing like that stands out that's like a red flag or anything. I would have instantly relayed that to you here. Like, I don't notice any like softness from the gold. They do have a titanium core, so that's important to consider. If I go this way, complete this like so. dab away. And that is the first line that I've ever created with the V-Select Gold Series needle. And after pulling one line, I can say that these actually are pretty stable. Now, granted, that's just one line. We still need a ways to go to actually kind of determine that for sure. But at initial first impressions, we can get a lot from first impressions. So far, so great. I'm gonna go ahead and go back. I don't really feel the need to either take the voltage up either. I'm gonna leave it at 6.5 for now. And I'm gonna go ahead and keep working this design a little bit more to kind of give us a better idea. So I'm going to start from A and then make my way to my B point. And there we go. I'm going to dab away. Very, very clean. I'm going to go back for some more ink. I'm going to apply a little bit of ointment, wipe away, and there we go. As you can see, we're getting clean, solid, consistent, saturated lines with a single pass, which is exactly what we want when we are tattooing. I'm going to go ahead and repeat that right here. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and dab away and kind of repeat this.
As these demonstration snippets play out here, I'm going to go ahead and talk about my experiences with the Easy Tattoo P6 tattoo machine. So I've been using it quite a bit and for multiple different applications. I've been using it for lining, I've been using it for shading, I've even used it to work within my tattoo workbooks, which you're going to see here in a bit as well. During my time of using the P6, I was able to do multiple varying line weights with ease. As you can see, I'm doing smaller line weights and then I go ahead and sculpt out thick line weights. I've packed, I've done smooth shading with mags, I've even done stipple shading with a ballpoint pen cartridge. And all the results that I got were desirable results. When I tattoo, it really doesn't matter if I'm using a needle or a ballpoint pen cartridge. I have to be able to anticipate the results in order to map out a tattoo successfully. It's just the way that I operate, and I cannot see applying a tattoo any other way. So during my experience, I was able to anticipate every result for any technique that I threw at the P6, whether it was lining, sculpting lines, whether it was smooth shading with the mag, packing, it really didn't matter. I was able to anticipate and accurately apply that technique that I needed to accomplish the results that I was setting out to do. For example, this rose right here has heavy line weights in the outer area of the rose, and then the middle portion of the rose has another line weight, while the center and the details on the leaves have a completely different line weight. Applying all of these different line weights felt the same. It was effortless for me, and it was a smooth sailing process. So you can see right here I'm applying stipple shading, and I also feel very comfortable applying that. So with my lining, I was running at around 7 volts if I remember correctly, and I was using around 5 volts for stipple shading. And it's going to be the same thing for this mag right here. You can see that I'm applying shading to this rose using a mag, and this process is the same. I was running at around 5 volts, so that way I can take my time building up the gradients to get smooth, clean transitions, which the P6 did allow me to do almost effortlessly. All I had to do was my part as a tattoo artist, remain technical, and then just be patient with the process as we build up and layer up these tones. Some of my favorite things about the P6 tattoo machine are the low vibration. It does feel nice and balanced, so therefore I'm not really experiencing fatigue while I'm tattooing. Typically some machines will be too loud and vibrate too hard, and then that will kind of get to me over the course of a tattoo. However, this feels nice, steady, consistent, and stable, but while putting out very low vibrations, and the weight of it is nice and balanced, so I don't get fatigued holding it throughout a duration of a tattoo. Not to mention, the battery life is fantastic. We can probably get through a 5 to 8 hour tattoo session on one charge. However, that's going to be greatly dependent on the voltage that you are running. The higher the voltage, the less time we get, but that's standard with any machine really. Because the higher the voltage, the more rounds the machine's making, which means it's using more power from the battery. The lower the voltage, the longer the time frame we get. However, even using the P6, you can see I'm using a Inlumino ballpoint pen cartridge right here, and I'm using my tattoo workbook, and I'm running at around 5 volts. What I like about the P6 tattoo machine is that it's strong enough for me to sculpt very heavy line weights, pack black as well, but it's also delicate enough for me to apply stipple shading and layer up the stipple shading within my tattoo workbooks, which is on paper. All in all, I would highly recommend to check out the P6 tattoo machine. I do give it a 2 thumbs up and a 5 stars. From my experience, I will go ahead and bring you an update. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Please subscribe if you find this video helpful. Have a great day.